All right, the highlights from Tuesday's live trading chat room at greatstockpicks.com. First Solar came out of the gate really strong. Knew the president was going to talk about energy and alt energy today. So this one was kind of on my radar. I watched this thing trade for about the first 10 minutes, and it held up so well. I really liked it over this area. So I just called it long at 42.90. Worst case stop, I had to use a wide stop. I went to 42.40. So 50 cents risk, but it didn't matter. Within 5 minutes, we were up over $1, and this thing even went farther than that. At its best, it went to 44.89, so $1.99 move in our favor at its best, 50 cent stop. But you can see, even though the stop was wide, man, this thing worked right off the bat. We were never really in trouble. Other calls I made today, WDC, just right there, and it stayed above my entry for a good 30 minutes or so. I took a sandwich out of that one. I don't usually, if something moves in my direction, I don't usually let it cost me, okay? I start off each trade with a stop in mind, but if it moves in my direction, I'd throw that stop out the window and tighten it up. Pandora was very strong. I mentioned this when it looked just like this, the letter P here, at the 5.8, the 8-period moving average. Actually, this zone between the blue and red line is between the 8 and the 20. This is an area where a strong stock I expect to turn. As it was building this green candle, I told everybody Pandora putting in a green candle right here at the at the turn zone, at the buy zone, whatever you want to call it, and that was the low of the day. Having said that, I didn't give a trigger and stop. One of our all-stars then called it at 16.05 right here with a 15.90 stop. I believe it was Zozo. So 15 cents risk, and even from 16.05, the thing went to 16.63. So nice job today by the chat room on Pandora, the letter P. A couple guys gave a volume alert on Lulu when it was forming this candle. If anyone took it with the stop below the volume candle, which is what we teach as a Tokyo trade, they did fine. When it looked like this, I said, you know what, Lulu's holding up well. A high of day break right now might work, which would have been, would have been around 62.50, and even then it went pretty quickly to 63. And then late in the day, I called SCTY after this big pop. Okay. So I think news with Walmart or something, but it got this big pop and then this pullback. I was looking at it near the 2-minute candle, 8-period moving average. Let me switch to 2-minute candles. All right, and that's exactly what it looked like. See the blue line there? A really, really strong stock. There's different degrees of strength, and it all has to do with volume and passion, and a lot of it, I guess you have to kind of gauge by feel, but this one, it was so strong on this move and the massive volume that this visit down to the 8-period moving average 2-minute candles had my attention. Matter of fact, I wish I just had a bid in right at the blue line, but I went ahead and just said the first break of a previous 2-minute candle's high now, we might get another leg. So I called it over this red candle's high, 35.39, with a stop below at 35.14. So 25 cents risk, and then you can see right there the trigger, and we're back through the high of the day, and ended up making a really nice move all the way to 36.42. So it moved $1.03 in our favor on 25 cents risk. And one of our other all-stars, B-Turk, was stalking CCL. Now I don't know if he gave a trigger and stop, but he was stalking CCL down in this area after the gap up, looking for a turn. So that's not a great review because I can't tell you what the entry and stop were, but I know that he was calling it around there. I know he took it, and that made a really nice move. And I think that's it. Sorry about that. CarMax also. CarMax was so beaten up the other day, KMX, that it was interesting. One of our members pointed out that it was very close to a high of day coming out of a tight base. So I did call CarMax on a high of day break here, 44.57, but just couldn't get going, and I was right back out. So that one didn't work. Oh, and KNDI, that's not right. Sorry about that. It was actually EBIX. Here's the opening high, and this one I knew had potential to move. There's the opening 5-minute candles high, and it held. It didn't take out yesterday afternoon's low. This is a beaten up stock on the daily. I can slide the daily chart. That's not working because I have the projector on. Anyway, so I called this at, let me try that again. There's the daily. So you can see how beaten up it was. We had this on Bounce Watch. Called this long at 9.52. If it got up to there, I'm thinking it's going to get through the high of the day and start rallying with a 9.39 stop. There's the trigger. Finally gets through the high of the day and does not stop out. And had a very strong close went to 10.15. So really, actually, a pretty nice percentage move there. I killed my first entry and had to find my way back into it, but EBIX worked as well. So, all right, I am going to quit babbling, and we'll talk to you. I got a vacation day tomorrow. I'll talk to you Thursday.